Welcome to Scone Library's virtual story time. We hope to bring this to you each Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So we hope that you will tune in to Facebook and watch the story time. We're missing you terribly and hoping that this is one way that we can keep in touch with you. So now let's get started with our first song, and I'm sure you remember, who do we need to wake up? Exactly, Louie. So we ready to count? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up, Louie! Oh, I don't know whether that was loud enough, do you think? Let's see if he's awake. Oh, he's still asleep. We'll try it one more time. Are we ready? Counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up, Louie! There he is, Louie the frog. You ready to sing his special song? Here we go. Galump went the little green frog one day. Galump went the little green frog. Galump went the little green frog one day, and the frog went glump, glump, glump. But we all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da, we all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, they don't go glump, glump, glump. Yay, well done everyone. I'm sure you remembered that special song. Wonder what we might do next. What about if we do open, shut them? Let's see how we go. Are we ready? Open, shut them, open, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them, lay them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them, right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Do you remember the silly one? Let's see how we go. Ready? Open, shut them. Sharon didn't remember, did she? No. Let's try again. Are we ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Lay them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them, right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Oh, well done, good work. The wheels on the bus. Are we ready? Here we go. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through Scone. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through Scone. The children on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The children on the bus go up and down, all through Scone. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through Scone. The dogs on the bus go woof, 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 woof. The dogs on the bus go woof, 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 all through Scone. And the cats on the bus go meow, 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 meow. The cats on the bus go meow, 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 all through Scone. And the daddies on the bus go shh, 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 shh. The daddies on the bus go shh, 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 all through Scone. Just in time for our story. And our story today is called Digger. Digger's a kangaroo, isn't he? He's a cute little kangaroo. He looks like he's been patched up. He's been very much loved. This book is written by Mike Dumbleton. That's the author, isn't it? And the illustrator, now you all know who that is, the person who draws the pictures, that is Robin Coucher. And the publisher, people who put the book together for us, is Allen and Unwin. Let's see how we go with our story. There he is. This is Digger. Digger Digger wasn't always Digger. For a while he was just Annie's small kangaroo, made of scrap material. When her brother James went to war, Annie stitched the name Digger onto her kangaroo and gave him to James as a farewell present. That was thoughtful, wasn't it? Something special for him to take. A digger for a digger, she said, hugging her brother. I'll keep him safe, James promised, as he tucked the kangaroo into his top pocket. James and Digger boarded the ship together. They waved to the crowd together, and there is Digger in the pocket. And they sailed into rough weather together. James felt seasick, but he didn't feel alone. What? He had Digger, didn't he? Of course he did. Dear Annie, this is a letter that James and Digger are sending back to Annie. Dear Annie, this is the adventure of a lifetime. The sea is like a new world, and I never tire of watching it. An albatross, it's a bird, isn't it, is following the ship, so good luck is with us from the start. There'll be much to tell you when I get home. Love, James and Digger. Here's James and Digger. There he is. Day after day, James and Digger gazed at the horizon. Night after night, they stared at the stars, wondering what would come next. Digger watched as James began digging trenches. That's very long holes in the ground, so they could get in there and be protected. Digger waited as James dug a hole in the trench wall, and there they rested as best they could, below the horizon, under a sky with few stars. When the order came to advance, James pressed Digger deep into his pocket and buttoned him down to keep him safe. The whiz of bullets was close enough for Digger to hear. The crump of shells was near enough for Digger to feel. Not a nice place to be. Then the earth lifted beneath him and Digger was thrown into the air. Look, oh goodness. There's another letter from James and Digger back to Annie. Dear Annie, good luck is still with us. I've been billeted on a farm after getting some small battle scratches. I just need several days rest before rejoining my unit. Digger has a few loose stitches. The doctors were too busy to fix him up, so I might have to do it myself. Tell everyone I miss them. Love, James and Digger. James and Digger were made to feel at home, and when young Colette saw Digger and gave him a hug, she reminded James of Annie. Colette fetched her sewing kit and carefully replaced all of Digger's broken stitches. It was a kind thing to do, wasn't it? And before long, James had fully recovered as well. James gave Colette a hug as she tucked Digger into his top pocket. Then she waved him goodbye as they started along the muddy road towards the dark clouds in the distance. Colette didn't expect to see Digger again so soon. He arrived with a soldier friend of James's and a last request. Here's Digger. Digger looks as though he's been hurt again. Digger was tattered and torn, and the threads of his name hung loosely on his chest. James asked if you would patch him up, the soldier explained, and he gave me an address to send him home. Colette hugged Digger for a long time. Then she patched and sewed until Digger was all in one piece again. She's a kind little girl, isn't she? Colette washed and cleaned Digger. My goodness me, look at this, he's hanging on the clothesline. Until he was as good as new. Then she stitched his name back onto his chest. There it is, Digger. When Annie opened the package, she noticed all of Digger's new patches and stitching. We're back in Australia with Annie, and she's just opened up the parcel and found Digger. And she saw that someone had made him a slouch hat, which fitted him perfectly. It was a little while before Annie was ready to read the letter from James's soldier friend, but when she did, it helped her to feel better inside. Colette had promised to always visit James with fresh flowers, and there she has put fresh poppies for James. And Annie knew that far away on the other side of the world, Colette really cared about James, just like she had really cared about Digger. Two little girls on different sides of the world thinking of each other, Digger and James. So it's a very nice little story, that one. News. Oh, the important part of the day. So let me tell you what we're up to. We are cleaning and tidying and getting this library all ready for you for when you're allowed to come back in, because we miss you so much. We want to have it very, very special. So we'll see you very soon, we hope. But we'd like to hear your news as well, please, because again, we're missing you and we don't know what you're doing. So you could send news onto Facebook for us to see what you're doing at home. Doing something special? Are you reading lots and lots? I hope you are. And you can let us know if you're going for walks. Of course, you know that you have to be very careful, don't you? And are you practicing what we were learning before we had to close up? Do you remember? Do you remember how to cough and sneeze? Let's practice one more time. You ready? And if you're going to sneeze, you go, achoo! Yes, you do. Well done. And washing your hands is so important with soap and water, isn't it? And you have to sing what? Happy birthday 2 times while you wash your hands. So I think you could do that very well. You were doing well before we had to say goodbye for a little while, weren't you? So please keep that up. The other thing, please don't forget the 1,000 Books Challenge. We're still running it, even though you can't bring your lists in with your tally sheet. So please keep a tally sheet. If you have a printer at home and you let us know, either via email or Facebook, we will send you a sheet for you to print off at home. And then you can keep crossing off all your books that you're reading. If you don't worry. Just ask Mum or Dad to write down the number of books you read each day, and then when we're open again, you bring those in. We'll get them all sorted out, and we'll continue on to, I'm sure a lot of you will be up to an awful lot of books by now. And if you remember roughly what you've read while you've been off for the last little bit, please write those down as well. All right, so let us know if you'd like us to send you a tally sheet, but otherwise just keep a record at home. When we open, bring them in, and we'll all get back together again and sort things out. So, but please keep the reading up. Well done. Okay, now I thought we might do row, row, row your boat. Haven't done that for a very long time, so let's do that. You ready? Crocodile. Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream, ah! Oh my goodness, he doesn't look all that scary, does he? No, he does not. I think now we might look at doing the cupcakes, because we all like the cupcakes, don't we? Yes. Okay. So let's see. How many were there, do you remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, and what's the next one? 5, exactly right. Well done. Okay, here we go. 5 cupcakes. 5 cupcakes in the baker's shop, round and fat with a cherry on the top. Along came Connor with $1 one day. He bought a cupcake and he took it right away. 4 cupcakes in the baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on the top. Along came Oscar with $1 one day. He bought a cupcake and he took it right away. 3 cupcakes in the baker's shop, round and fat with a cherry on the top. Along came Georgina with $1 one day. She bought a cupcake and she took it right away. 2 cupcakes in the baker's shop, round and fat with a cherry on the top. Along came Em with $1 one day. She bought a cupcake and she took it right away. 1 cupcake in the baker's shop, round and fat with the cherry on the top. Along came Mia with $1 one day. She bought a cupcake and she took it right away. Cupcakes are all sold out. Johnny works with one hammer. Are we ready to go? Johnny works with one hammer, one hammer. Johnny works with one hammer, then he works with two. Johnny works with two hammers. Johnny works with two hammers, then he works with three. Johnny works with three hammers. Johnny works with three hammers, then he works with four. Johnny works with four hammers. Johnny works with four hammers, then he works with five. Johnny works with five hammers. Johnny works with five hammers, and he stops at five. He's run out of parts, hasn't he? Of course he has. Before we leave you, I just want to remind you about a very special day, which is not this Saturday, but the Saturday after the 25th of April. And that's what we call ANZAC Day. And that's what our story was a little bit about, ANZAC Day. It's all about the men and women who are in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and lots of other ancillary services that look after us. They help to keep us safe. And sometimes they have to put themselves in danger to keep us safe. So we remember them on that day. We think how lucky we are that we have such special people that want to look after us and continue to look after us and continue to keep us safe. Now I'd like to remind you that we will be back with you next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. with another little story time and a different story. And please stay safe and keep well. See you soon. Bye.